You'll be shocked when you learn the real reason behind the money heist mask. Also, why you should never drink glacier water, no matter how clean it looks. And did you know that gym equipment can have more bacteria than a toilet seat? Stay till the end to discover all these amazing facts. Do you know that the masks used in Money Heist are not normal masks? There is a very deep meaning behind them. That mask is actually known as Dali, which is inspired by the very famous Spanish painter Salvador Dali. Actually, Salvador Dali was like a national hero who lived his life by his own rules. He always raised his voice against the rich, for which he remained in the headlines more for these reasons than his work. That is why masks like his face have been used in human rights protests in countries like Iraq, Iran, France, and Brazil. Number 11. Even if you are dying of thirst, do not make the mistake of drinking this water. Although this glacier water flowing from the mountains looks absolutely clean and sparkling and seems safe, there is a surprising fact about it. Some glaciers' ice is millions of years old. This is not just frozen ice, but a kind of time capsule that has trapped dust, microbes, and other particles within itself for thousands and millions of years. Because of this, scientists sometimes also find traces of ancient bacteria and viruses in old ice. That is why drinking water found in forests or mountains only after filtering, boiling, or purifying it is considered the safest. Number 10. In Japan, doctors prescribe a unique therapy called forest bathing. It is a proven technique that is beneficial for mental and physical health. In the 1980s, when urbanization started increasing in Japan, it was observed that stress was also increasing in people. Experts researched and found that spending time with nature reduces anxiety, depression, and all these things. Forest bathing reduces the cortisol level, meaning the stress hormone significantly. And if you are also feeling stressed, then relaxing by going into the forest can be the best solution. Number 9. A small bet that was just for a free lunch, and it made him the fastest human in the world. Here we are talking about Usain Bolt. One day at school, he made a bet with his friends to race in fun, and that too just to win a plate of food. But that day no one knew that joke would go on to write new history. This was the day when Usain realized his strength for the first time. A passion awakened inside his mind, and that was it. Today, Olympic medals, world records, everything is at his feet. Number 8. You must know Alexander the Great, who ruled over many large places in the world. But the shocking thing is that he was buried alive. Researchers believe so because there were no signs of decomposition on his body for 5 days, after which it is estimated that something like this must have happened to him. First, he might have had a disease called Guillain-Barré syndrome, in which a person's muscles get paralyzed. Then the physicians might have wrongly declared him dead, after which he might have been buried alive. Number 7. The Louvre Museum is the world's largest and most famous art museum, which is in Paris, France. This is the place where legendary paintings like the Mona Lisa are kept. If you look at all of them for just a few seconds each, it would still take you 3 months to cover the whole museum because it has not 15, 20, 100, 200, but thousands of paintings and art pieces. Number 6. Isn't it strange? If the government built a highway in a perfectly straight line, technically, that wouldn't be a big deal. In fact, the shortest route from point A to point B is a straight line. But for passengers and drivers, a perfectly straight highway could actually become dangerous. When you drive in a straight direction for a long time, continuously staring at the road ahead, your brain can enter a psychological state known as highway hypnosis. Your eyes remain open, and you may continue driving normally, but your brain enters a kind of automatic mode. You might suddenly realize that you've been driving for several minutes without consciously remembering everything that happened along the way. And the scary part is, you may still reach your destination safely, without even realizing how much of the journey you barely remember. Number 5. Sometimes our small habits prove to be very expensive for us. For example, we are told to keep ourselves hydrated by drinking water, but if a normal weight person drinks 6 liters of water in a day, their health is bound to deteriorate. And not just water, but if you eat more apples than necessary in a day, then the apple that keeps the doctor away can also take you to the doctor. Often we don't realize that microhabits are reducing the days of our lives. For example, some people have a habit of eating and drinking from plastic utensils. There is no problem with cold food and water, but hot liquids and plastic release something that can take humans to the gates of cancer. And the story of bad habits doesn't end here. Some people have a habit of drinking coffee to look cool. Even if you are trying to make yourself a coffeeholic instead of an alcoholic, the truth is that after 5 to 6 cups of coffee, you will start having problems like nausea and constipation. And if this cup count goes above 10, then keep health insurance handy. Number 4. A study found that gym equipment can have more bacteria than your phone, or even your toilet. The most dangerous are free weights, on which bacteria were found to be almost 362 times more compared to a toilet seat. Along with that, there was up to 74 times more bacteria on treadmills and exercise bikes. Cafeteria trays and public sinks. That is why whenever you go to the gym, you should wash your hands thoroughly, and wash them thoroughly after working out. Number 3. This story of cats will make you think about how this can happen, because it is almost impossible. Because Rainbow was a cat from Salinas, California, who traveled more than 1,200 kilometers to meet her owner. Actually, Rain's owner took her to Yellowstone National Park, where this cat got lost. 2 months later, she was found by an animal organization guy, after which they tracked the owner of this cat through Rain's chip. And when this cat was found by the owner, it was found that she had become very thin and was on the verge of starving to death. It is still not understood how this cat traveled so much. Number 2. Giraffes are one of the most hardworking animals in the world because they have to jump through many hoops to do one simple thing. Normally animals are small, or they have a system to drink water like elephants. But giraffes are so tall, and on top of that, they don't have any special system for drinking water, due to which they literally have to bend down like this and work very hard to drink water. Number 1. Do you know that a fish can also get depressed? Just like humans, if a fish is alone or in a confined tank and its surroundings are very boring, its mood can also go down. Meaning, if your goldfish is avoiding eye contact with you or has become completely slow, then understand that it is having stress about something. And if there is too much stress, it may even stop eating or sit quietly in a corner.